it looks like a communist like scam thing, but it's actually like one of the best media.
What was it called? CC what?
3 C's and a P.
3 C's.
It has like every coda.
Yeah, it has every codec.
Oh, combined community codec. Yeah, no, yeah, I can see why you're saying it looks like a comment. Yeah.
No, it's free and it's the best one, and you can basically open any. I would say though, with an FOV, I've used FOV recording on OBS before mistakenly. What will happen is if you use CCCP with it, is you'll be able to jump around, but if you try to like jump around, like click like multiple times, like to like really narrow it down, it'll crash the damn thing, and then
right.
So basically,
so
click and then wait. So yeah. Anyway,
does it have like a converter to change from FLV to something else?
No, it's not a converter. It's just you got to go online for that, mate. Sorry.
I'll figure it out. If anything, Aminius might have just lost the conversation to the ebb and flow of time.
I mean, YouTube should still take an FOV.
It should.
If not, just go to an online converter. It's fine.
It's
like,
fine.
There's a bunch of free ones.
It's fine.
Anyways, getting back to it. Getting back to it. So, that night. Da-da-da. Don't worry, you guys don't get assaulted from the woods by some rabbit.
Nice to know.
That would be pretty funny. That being said, food gets sorted, 2 rangers, both of them are considered Outlander background. Nothing happens this night, although you guys do note that Varric busts out salt at some point, wondering if he should use it, but he doesn't. Just
you should probably use it just to be safe.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to fuck with you. Honestly, it might be a good idea.
I'm just gonna put faith that Abigail's fairy-ish. Whatever. Patron will cover us tonight.
Fine.
Other than that, night passes uneventfully. Except for Wise.
Oh, joy.
It's slowly going even crazier.
Play on. Oh, yeah.
Hey, how'd you get... That's 100% right. You are getting closer. The voices are getting louder. Still not to the point that you recognize what they're saying. And this is something I'll ask you in the game. Because this is what happens for multilingual people. Especially people that are born multilingual, multifluent. When you dream, when Wise dreams, what language, when you think, I suppose, what language is it in? Is it common, infernal, a mix thereof? Because I know that's what a lot of people around me do. They'll be able to switch mid-conversation to a different language if they're talking to a person they know speaks it.
Well, I've never actually written it down, but I always sort of thought that she probably wouldn't have learned Infernal until a lot later, because she was brought up by humans.
That's
so fair. It'd probably be a bit more mix of the two. Like, she is fluent in it, but it would be like a mix.
Okay. Just wondering. I would say that the murmurs are not in your original tongue. They're in the one you learn later, then.
So it would be an Infernal?
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Again, you can't recognize what they're saying because they're a bunch of jibber jabber overlapping each other. But you recognize at this point, from this proximity, that it's thank you for the evil word version. You recognize at this proximity that it is not common. They're speaking. But you're fine. You wake up. Other than that, foreboding, ominous. Yeah.
She hasn't mentioned to us yet that she's hearing things, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Do I remember them very well, or is it just like one of those?
You remember them as well as you remember them as well as any other dream. I leave it up to you as the trolling wise whether or not. First off, you're the sort of person that remembers dreams. I personally, in real life, remember a lot of my dreams. A buddy who, I'm not sure if he just straight up doesn't dream or he never remembers them, one or the other. But also whether you, as Wise, would construe that this is not a normal part of your dream. You know? Like, this is dream, and then there's evil murmuring, or evil murmuring part of the dream. Like, it's up to you to interpret or misinterpret as you wish.
Mm-hmm. Alright, she's... Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's probably... Yeah. She's probably getting suspicious at this point, if that makes sense.
3 days in a row of sounds getting louder and louder and written in a different, or spoken
Yeah,
in a different
yeah.
language.
In normal dreams are normal, but there's this weird ass shit in the background.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
Someone just let their speaker on. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
it's a white noise machine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people go to sleep to the sound of waterfalls. Some people go to sleep hearing the speakings of the damned.
Oh, yes. I mean, that's my cup of tea, man. Tis my lullaby.
Anyhow, literally and figuratively.
When morning comes, do you tell anyone, or do you keep it yourself? That's the biggest question in the room.
For now, I'm going to keep it to myself.
Okay.
I'm not too sure what it is just yet, so...
Fair enough. Make me another round of perception checks, my friends, on this 4th day.
My fair dudes. Hey.
Perception.
Wait for someone to get that nat 20, though. Oh, there's 27.
Ooh, 27. Oh, I got
So
an 18.
yeah, while in your guys' trek today, Sandra and Wise, you guys are, I don't know, talking, shooting the shit. I don't make the assumption you guys are being stealthy in your traveling, because you guys have told me in the first...
so much slower.
You would go so much slower, and you guys haven't told me that, and also, like...
We don't have a particular reason to.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, there's nothing really you're stealthy against.
Yeah.
It's not like you're trying to sneak up to a abandoned camp. You're going to a dead town.
Yeah. If anything, I feel like we would try to be going as fast as possible.
Like, I think you guys are making good pace, but you also have to clear path.
Yeah.
So it sort of slows you down. There's a mechanical limiter on your, like a physical mechanical limiter.
Any hell of a hand.
But yeah, Sandra and Wise, you guys are talking, shooting the shits. You guys again, I don't think anyone's being particular about being quiet. Oh, the irony that the one adventure you guys aren't trying to be quiet, you guys lose the 2 people that are loud as fuck. The irony in that. But yeah, you guys are shooting the shits, and then you guys... There's a noise. It's really weird. I think the Roomba turned on, which I don't know why it's on right now. Anyways, you guys are shooting the shits, and eventually, as you guys are walking, you two notice at your guys' side, the I'm not assuming the marching order is consistent throughout the entire day. You guys are talking off to the to the left side of the group. You guys notice that on your guys' side, you guys begin noticing more. I have it in my notes as hydro fissures. So like there's water, those cracks in the earth that are like spewing out like just water.
Right. Who mentioned to go look at that?
That was Davis.
Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys begin. This is like the first day you guys actually began seeing these things. Like you guys didn't see them at all from days 1.
All right.
So yeah, this is 4th days when you guys begin noticing these things, and then you guys sort of begin like just for a moment. Again, you guys got really good perception rolls. Just off through the tree line or the tree branches, rather.
As in, just like a poof, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yeah. What is that? Oh, wait, no. They're the fissures that it... thingy.
That. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The not jogging out of a stone, that's fine.
No, what, sorry?
Don't worry about it.
You guys are fine. But, yeah, so you guys catch the glimpse, just again, like, watching you guys go off just for a moment.
I don't think we're anywhere near a big section of it yet, though.
No. We're gonna go over and check the smaller one, though.
Do we have time?
Well, we had enough time for a weird-ass chair yesterday.
What did you say,
he wanted a sample.
Oh, Fred.
Oh?
Shut up.
Davis did say he wanted a sample of such what.
Yeah.
I believe he was more specific about getting like a deeper sample. Like they've gotten samples.
Yeah, he said specifically he was curious more if you guys spot geysers that, but he and his team have already seen these cracks and gotten samples from the cracks themselves, not like a deeper, bigger But a deployment.
We could try looking around and see if there's a nearby cave that might intersect,
Yeah.
like the low runnings of a geyser.
If you guys want to.
Yeah, let's go.
I have no qualms as such.
If there are no objections, then I will continue. All right, cool.
Let's go.
Hey, ranging fellas.
Y'all Moziano. You guys go over to what is essentially, as you guys get closer and Tango.
Could Sandra have attuned to the flower?
I'm assuming. I will assume that you're attuned to it constantly until stated otherwise.
Okay.
As you guys begin approaching, you guys actually note that it is taking its time. And as you guys begin getting closer to it, the ground beneath you begins giving way from, soil, dirt, and that sort of stuff to more like rocks jutting out everywhere, less dirt, more pebbles and smaller sediments until you're actually just straight up walking on. Tango just patted my foot over. And you guys are just walking on literal just stone. You guys come across a quarry. A surface side quarry. It is something of note that sort of crackling out amongst this quarry are a bunch of these hydro fissures. All of them, sort of just seeping out water and things like that. So imagine, the slate gray color of stone, except painted darker just because there's so liquid process. In the middle of, not dead center, but towards the middle of this quarry, you do see what to call it a falling geyser would be a misnomer. It's not like, shoots 50 feet in the air. It's more like a steam vent where it just serves as just continuously emitting off steam. And from the bottom side, from the very tip of its exit or entry, I'll describe it, it is shooting out water, like a really bad water fountain at the, that sort of deal. It is something of note that there is a, I guess it's not a subterranean cave, but there's a cave entrance nearby. It's very obvious amidst, again, open quarry ground, and then suddenly big hole that leads underground.
Does it look like it was dug out by something recently, or it was just naturally occurring?
Roll me your survival.
Could it be a nature check? Oh, actually, I'm fine with survival. Or I'm good at survival, I should say.
Nah, we're making nature now just because.
Just because I said, eh.
It's hard to tell. You figure it's probably more on the natural side. That being said, there's monstrosity-based creatures that could do the same thing.
Yeah. So, natural to them.
Yeah, natural to them. But yeah, you guys sort of begin... Again, you guys can keep line of sight on each other, so you guys begin going around the place. I'm not saying, scattering. That's not what I'm saying, but, you guys aren't, huddled in a marching order. So, construed to a forest path. So you guys begin giving some distance to each other, investigating around the place. Who goes up to take a sample? If they bother getting this. If you guys bother getting this.
Tanum will ask Varric for a vial or something to put water in, and he will mage hand.
Who's smart?
Oh, I can do the sound effect, actually.
Ah! That's so satisfying.
Yeah, so he gives you a vial.
Yeah,
Varric himself begins doing his own field test.
Handed into the...
Mage handed it. Yeah, again, you're basically just holding it at the cusp, the little lip of this sort of popped out, this is like a pimple, like this little pseudo geyser, and it just sort of just seeps out in little jets, But yeah, you eventually fill up the vial. Varric, alchemy. Let's go.
Do the alchemizing. Hey, not bad.
Ooh.
Not bad.
Varric does his own field test, but as far as I can tell, this just seems like normal water. Nothing magic about it. Nothing fancy about it. Other than it comes from the ground.
Well, maybe there's
hand him
something
the
weird
vial.
and fancy and magical down there. Just
That's
You
what
need
I
to
put
go
my
down
money on.
deeper?
That's what I put my money on.
Mm.
Meanwhile, Aminius wise, what are you guys doing? Tam's grabbing a sample, Varric's doing tests. What are you
chilling.
I
chilling?
am supervising.
doing? Okay.
Like a manager would.
Oh, yes.
Make him roll a D100 again.
Nah. This checks from your other NPCs, which are not I. Oh, Abigail. Actually, this is probably something. Nah, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like, you know, Lucille doesn't really care weirdly enough. Like, she's pretty apathetic to the whole trip. This seems like been there, done that to her. That's not to say she's like bored or, you know, not having fun. She thinks just, you know, outdoors activities are great in general. That being said, it's not like she's like,
Nothing's
what's
crazy.
this? She's not Jack Skellington. What's this? What's this? You know, all around, you know. But yeah, so she's sort of just keeping an eye out, you know, doing sentinel duties, and I was sort of investigating around. Guys,
Hey.
Yes.
like Abigail's like
What's up?
upturned like a loose slab of the quarry, and as she does so, she points at it, and like one face of this, you know, it's not perfectly like, you know, square rock or cubic rock, but you know, just one face of it, and then points at the grab marks at certain spots, especially right here, and it sort of is hard to tell underneath, you know, again, the water that's seeping out from the place. Like, again, that sort of painted this darker stoner color. Stoner color. No, it's green.
Hey.
But she points it out. There are like blast marks, like burn marks around the place.
Does the idea of a
Indentations in
minefield
the-
exist?
No, not like a minefield. Like, it's more like, you know, like literal fire, magical bursts of energy.
Uh-huh.
There's indentations in the ground, which she begins noticing at this.
Have I seen similar blast holes after, you know, Weiss has gone to town in combat?
Recently with the mask on.
Yeah. That was electricity, though.
Let's see.
That was less than a week ago.
That was you guys. This 4 days out. You guys have 4. It's over a week ago. 8 days.
Oh, okay.
Roll me. No, I won't make you roll. Not in the sense of fire. No, you don't think she's done it with fire. Fire is much more widespread. You know, it's like seeking the easiest form of exit. No, this is much more concentrated. This is something more akin to something like when she blasts a field of lightning.
Like my spell of lightning? Or like.
Not necessarily, no, not like your exact spell. Someone casts lightning bolt at this location. No, not like that. Or like just general lightning.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is a bit of a stretch, but Davis's crew didn't come out this way, did they?
She shrugs.
Hey, Fick. Not Davis. Fucking Daxton.
She shrugs.
Hey.
Love? He's like swishing
question.
water. He's like fucking. It's like doing a pH test on water.
He has like the
Water.
strip that's changing color.
Yeah, he's like swishing around like. Oh god, have you seen those like fancy coffee like beakers that
Yes.
they have?
Oh,
He's basically
So
doing that,
pretentious.
where he's just like swishing it around, like half paying attention. Where did Daxton's crew get deployed? From here? Nope, not from town. He's like the switching slows. He's still doing it, but it just slows. Let's see, we went north. I think they went directly east. I think we're a bit more north than that, so definitely not out here.
Hey, it's a bit of a stretch.
That's not all. She begins pointing out indentations in the earth, which, again, none of you guys like are miners. Not like literal miners. Don't at me.
We're not dwarvens. Dwarvens.
You're not
Jesus
dwarves.
Lord.
And this is basically just chiseled earth, all across. So when you go into a deeper chiseling, it looks pretty natural. But then she begins pointing out it's a bit curved. The water doesn't. If there was water consistent through here, it would have eroded. Da 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 da. There are indentations around this way, and then she just puts it simply. Some things threw down here. This is signs of a struggle, and not by anything that was small. And she points at the lightning burn mark.
Weak.
So the question then is, what was it fighting against?
Sandra's hand is laying on her gun.
Did we mention how long ago this might have happened? Did anybody cover that already?
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Okay, cool. Oh, great.
Varric dumps out the water. And quickly squares away and puts away his alchemical supplies and unshoulders his rifle, keeping an eye out.
Could be the scorn.
You guys done?
Took out.
You're not concerned by the... Nope. There's not any bones here. There's not a body. Not even any... How bad could it have been? The trees look intact too. How bad could it have been?
Wounded animals usually seek shelter underground.
Oh, there's that big fucking cave.
As much as an adventure into the subterranean caverns around this place might seem enticing, really, I think we have other things to do at this time.
Yeah,
maybe on the way
I
back.
agree. Can we go before we die?
Why is someone gonna die? We're fine. We haven't been killed yet.
Well, no.
That's the spirit.
We're exceptional.
Everyone's alive until they die.
It's more, I have confidence in our competence.
Alright, well, whatever.
Something to note on the way back is, let's not go underground.
Yes.
She does like a air check mark. Task 1 done. I'm kidding. Mostly.
These confusing nature, don't like it.
No. There's a lot of it here, isn't there?
Where I am from, stone means safe, sand means death. This here means stone means death. It's confusing. Fucking stone.
Yeah, I get that.
Then how about we get off the Death Stone, huh?
Yes, let's get off the Death Stone.
Though I would be very surprised if a worm suddenly sprung out of the moss. Fortunately.
I wouldn't imagine it'd be as uncommon as you think.
Just have to be extra vigilant then. You guys depart. Perhaps hurriedly for some of you, perhaps not as hurriedly for others. Oh well. But that's the only thing that happens on day 4. Nothing, a giant rock doesn't follow you down the trail or something,
I am the Death Stone.
No, wait.
Do you have a thing for... There we go.
The boulder! Ah!
Oh, I missed this boy.
Oh my god.
The boulder takes offense to that. Anyways, so yeah, the boulder doesn't follow you guys back home. Don't worry. But yeah, you guys eventually continue down the path, set up camp, get food sorted, sleep. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. Now, we already know whose dreams are...
Yes.
And it's actually gotten a bit bad. To the point where I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, fuck, are you... Oh.
You waited too long, now you die.
I did. I thought it was just gonna be like wake up and then something.
It gets worse. But then the DC's just 10, though, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, yes.
Get 7. Oh, damn, you destroyed it. Hey, 7 is in there.
Hold on. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it starts at 10.
No, it starts at 20. 22.
That would be pretty funny.
Pretty fucked up is what it'd be.
Yeah.
You have to roll an 18 to save. Let's go.
Ooh.
God, I need a... Is there an index in the book? There is. Okay, score. Indexes are great. I used to think that there was just some nerd shit in elementary school, but now I'm like, oh, save my ass. I guess that's not mutually exclusive. They can do both. 180.
See, this is just making me more nervous as it takes longer to find it.
I'm checking. I don't know the... Chill.
It doesn't have the book memorized.
I'm not
I
like...
know. My evil laugh does not help.
That was less concerning. Honestly.
Yeah, it's because he's the one doing it, not me. It says page 181, but it's not here.
Played
The
itself
index
like a
lies. The index lies. Okay, what's it? 20.
I cracked my knuckle there and now my finger really hurt. I feel like this is just the start of it. Just the start of it all.
Ah, yes, immense pain.
Oh yes, I am crippled now. Great.
Ah, yes, I can't use my
Okay,
hand.
no, I'm pretty sure it's not. Okay, it's pretty sure it's not 22. It's an exhaustion check
Oh, okay.
because you do not feel well rested by the end of that.
Oh yeah, exhaustion is
okay.
just 10, and then it gets like plus.
I'm pretty sure
2,
it's
I
just
believe.
10, but according to everything I looked up, there's no officially stated DC. But yeah, you wake up tired, but not to the point where it's you're functional. You're just not well rested.
Okay.
You have felt more active while hungover, although it's less. It's like hangover is like pain centralized in your head. This is like just in general, like oh,
You're just sore as hell.
yeah. And there's some other stuff too, though.
Great.
Because...
Is there anything different?
Hmm.
No, continue.
No, go ask your question.
I was just gonna say, is there anything different that happened in the dream? Was it just same?
It's much louder.
Much louder,
As opposed to before where you're down the hallway of a cocktail party, and now center of attention.
I didn't catch that. What was it?
It sounds like you're the center of attention. You're in the middle of the around.
Okay.
Do we have to roll to see if we can tell that she's a little fucked?
No, you can tell she's fucking tired. But we'll get to that in a moment.
Uh-huh.
The other bit for day 5, day 5, is that the whispers persist even when you're awake.
Okay. Well, I'm
Hell
definitely gonna bring that
yeah.
up then.
Oh, don't worry.
Hell
Don't worry.
yeah.
Don't worry. That's only part 2. There's a part 3.
Oh, good!
Your
Don't
your
say so
vision.
excited.
Your vision is a bit different as well. There's
Okay.
a red tint to your vision. Very faint. It's not like, like your bloodthirsty red eye. Like, it's more that the world just seems a bit in like red light.
Okay. Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm trying to like write it all down. I'm still just whispering in daytime.
And there's a part 4.
Jeez. Go for the combo.
Well, this part 4 is part 3. So part 3.5. You sort of see the after images of everyone. And it does the after image of them isn't 100% a carbon copy of actual them. It's like, in like the mirror image spell or the blur spell, it's as if like, it's just a multiple of them sort of stacked on top of one another. No, the after image they leave behind is different looking. That changes from person to person.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone has a different thing.
Okay, so
if you want to, I could tell you what they look like, but that's only if you actually want to know it. If not, then it's just a general after image. It changes from person to person.
I'm curious.
Make me a perception check.
Perception.
The after image isn't long. It lasts a moment, even if that.
Damn, son, but it looks like you know.
That being said, you catch the glimpses of them. Photo perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Which companion would you like to start with first? NPCs are not off the table for this, so who would you want to pick? I have one for everyone.
Let's just go in order of the thing then. Start with.
Trevor?
Tana?
Oh, that word.
Oh, ironic, because the after image of Tanum is bright. It is incandescent.
Grossly.
It is grossly incandescent, yes. It's still humanoid, although you note that when he walks, there is a bit of an even longer after image. Like, almost as if he has, like, wings.
Ooh.
His after image is very, very bright. Despite it only being, like, 50% opaque.
Mm-hmm.
It seems as if he's on fire. Not that surprising. And everywhere Tanum walks, there's a trail of sand.
Okay.
That also goes away, like in that image. His presence to you in specific, well, I guess you're obviously you in specific, is a bit daunting in a similar capacity as like when you're hungover and you're looking at light. It's daunting maybe because of the brightness. Maybe it's because of the innate heat that you feel. It's like watching like a welding torch. Like you can. But don't look at welding torches; you'll go blind.
And get cancer.
Well,
Ooh.
if I don't
It
know
depends on
where
the
you guys are organized in camping order, like who puts their bedrolls or tents where, who sits next to who when they're eating food. But if you get close to Tanum, even as a cursory investigation, it actually sort of hurts.
Okay.
Like, putting your hand too close to a fire. Which is saying something for you, especially because, fire.
Okay, so that's like it hurts in a physical sense, not just, oh shit, that's too bright.
It gives you a headache.
Yeah, it's both. It's too bright
Both,
and
okay.
it hurts. Who do I look at next?
Sandra, 2 seconds, I'm still writing it down.
Yeah,
I'm a slow writer.
I mean, you
Well,
just
so
woke
is
up,
George
you have
R. R.
basically
Martin.
magical hangover
Very
headache.
good company.
Oh, yeah.
So, Tanum is the angel of fire and sand. Sand, which
much.
translates to death. Apparently.
Alright, Sandra next.
Sandra next, okay.
It's you, dude.
For Sandra, her after image looks pretty true to what she actually looks like. It isn't pure as I think of most of everyone. I think Tanum's is probably either first or second place for like the most different from how they originally looked.
Mm-hmm.
Sandra looks, pretty true. Her after image looks pretty true to what she looks like. That being said, she has two distinctive features that her after image has that sets it apart. You see that on her wrists are shackles like that of like you would get arrested with. Not any chains or anything, not even locks. It's just like the metal band on them.
That's metal.
And her eyes are different as well. In place of, her normal elven eyes, you see rather these, again, in the after image, not her directly, these black pools. Pupilless, irisless. And I would ask you, do you look into them?
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Yeah, fuck it, go for it, yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever... I know I have, has anyone here read the Dresden Files? The series?
No.
I literally
No.
have it on my shelf, and I've been meaning to read it for the past, fucking year.
Well, but you haven't read it yet, so that's...
No.
In the Dresden Files, there's a thing that wizards do to people, and it's really fucky, where they can look into another person's eyes, and then you'll literally see into their soul. And they will see the soul of the wizard. So that's why, the common thing is don't look a wizard in the eye. Now, I'm not saying that's a thing here, no. I'm not saying that's what all wizards have. That's just something from the book. But off of that idea of the book, looking into Sandra's eyes, you don't look into her soul. Again, your eyes are the windows into the soul, right? No.
Mm-hmm.
But it does whisper to you. Sort of gives off an innate sense, this sort of underlying characteristic. And again, you're not seeing their whole soul, but just a bit of a glimpse into their traits. And it whispers to you a single word, which I will whisper to you.
Ooh, okay. Oh, okay.
Well, now I'm curious.
Who do you look at next?
Let me just write down that one.
I do want to say, Wise looks tweaked the fuck out right now. Tired,
Seeing
like
shit.
bad posture, and she's fucking like her eyes are darting between you guys, and then every now and again they're focusing on one of you intensely.
Yeah. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
Did
Amenius.
someone put mushrooms in her food?
Mushroom eye!
Sandra just holds up her hands like, wasn't me.
I did put some mushrooms in yesterday's stew, Lucille remarks, but they're safe and not psychedelics.
Insight check.
Throw insight.
Can you
Gotta
imagine
get a
Wise
4.
like high off her tits? Like,
Yeah, we had a session about that.
I know, but like
Nope, I have no idea.
You think that the ideas crossed her mind, but she also has to try
Yeah.
on, like, again, the better part of 2 weeks. So she did.
She's responsible.
I'm turning to look at Wise. I'm just like, damn.
You crazy girl.
I like
So,
that.
you wanted to look at Aminius next?
yes.
Aminius is after image, similar to Sandra, in the sense that it, like 95% of it is true. Yes, with some distinctions, of course, a couple of distinctions. What the first and most prominent one that's actually a bit glowing, like pulsating, like a RGB keyboard, is a mark over his heart, where his heart would be.
Oh shit.
The other is a marking at the back of his neck that goes down, stretches down to where his shoulders are. I could describe one.
Neck.
I would need Rebecca to describe the second one.
Mad tattoos, yo.
Was it mid back? You said.
To like where the shoulders are.
Okay. Okay. Do I?
The mark over Aminius's heart is, it is in the shape of a heart, not in an anatomical, but like in like the iconographical sense, like
Oh, like a love heart.
yeah, like a love heart. Less than 3, that sort of deal.
Yeah.
Upside
yeah.
down butt.
Yeah, upside down. Thank you. That being said, it is pulsating, not the normal iconographical red, heart or anything like that. It's blue.
It's what?
It's blue, and
It's
it actually gives off. So like how dry ice has, that sort of like atmospheric, like sort of fog. It gives off that.
So between me and Aminius, we're icy hot.
God damn it.
Hey!
Oh my god.
Now, Rebecca, it's good that you described this to me, but I think you should also describe what the other mark looks like. Blue eyes.
Wait,
She's the one
what?
seeing it. Describe it.
Describe
Lay
the
on
mark.
me.
The mark that you just typed to me, yeah?
Okay.
You could whisper it to Kirsty if you want to keep
You
it
could
on
do
the
that as well.
down low.
You could DM.
Should I say what the mark is?
Do what you want.
It's up.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
If you want.
Like it's as much as you want to keep it.
Do what you want, guys. I'm tired of this.
I assume by the silence you're keeping it secret. Gotcha.
I'm typing.
Just DM it to her.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
What fun today. What fun.
Oh, wait, sorry.
What fun.
So,
Monster
Wise, where do you hang out in the party? You know, in the temperate region between Aminius and Thanem.
Are you cool or are you high? Chill?
Oh wait a minute.
You have an existential crisis looking at Santa?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which NPC do you wish to look at now?
I'm trying to remember who's here.
Abigail,
Varric.
Varric, and Lucille. Varric?
Varric, please.
So,
Yes.
yeah, so if Varric takes, or if Tannen takes first place, the most different than what he normally looks like, Varric takes second place.
Okay.
There's a picture I can just give you.
That would save me having to write it down, so...
Just the imagery of it, not necessarily.
Oh, okay.
Just the coloration of it, not necessarily like this is what he looks like, but just the coloration of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what. So Varric gives off not a grossly incandescent light. Light. It's just more where his after image is just sort of like this, a literal like gilded or like plated or I don't know tinted, a golden color. As opposed to Tatum, which was a strip, just super bright. It hurts to look at him. Varric isn't that. You see that his tinctures, his bombs, his bullets, his potions all glow different colors.
Mm-hmm.
Like they stand out. So his potions are red, like a warm red color. His bombs look like charcoal, like they look charred. His bullets are white hot because he's holy like that. The only literal black mark on his being here is over his heart. It's like a cancerous mark over his heart. That sort of crackling out. So, between the two, the half ranger and the full ranger, Abigail.
I'm gonna go for our good gal, Abigail.
Your good gal, Abigail. Abigail is similar to Phineas, and it's basically all normal. The only difference is she has a blurrier form than everyone else. Like the after image is it's just an after image. Like it is a bit less opaque. It's a bit transparent. Hers is straight blurry.
Mm-hmm.
She in her after image, she's wearing a mask, like that of. I'm not sure you guys have actually seen. No, you guys have ever seen her mask? It's just like a straight up just blank face mask with the eyes, no. Yeah, it's curved to this shape of her face, stuff like that. It's a blank white mask.
Mm-hmm.
Blue eyes shine through it. In a stark contrast to her significant other, she has a heart of like a glowing radiance where her is.
Okay.
Barring that, she looks pretty normal.
So mask, blurry, glowing heart.
Yep. Lucille's is different. Lucille's form is shrouded in near its entirety. It's hooded, it's masked, it's shrouded by a long traveler's cloak. It almost looks like an assassin just by how the color. At a deeper inspection, it's not because it's specifically made dark, it's more that there's just such wear and tear on it. It's muddied essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And peeking out from the darkness, which is her hooded and cloaked form, are two bright blue piercing eyes.
Two what, sorry?
Bright blue piercing.
Okay.
She looks like a wanderer through and through. Or more like a hobo wanderer. From how dirty her attire is, but...
I am writing that down, dirty hobo.
Gotcha.
The Dark Wanderer.
Okay.
I was gonna be like, what the fuck? Why you put Dark Souls here?
What'd you do, nerds?
Who'd you summon?
Okay.
Who got wrecked?
Yeah, who got wrecked?
Wise, apparently.
Yeah. And out of curiosity, if I look down at myself, my hands, am I seeing anything, or is it just normal hands?
You're fine.
I'm fine. Okay.
You don't have an after image yourself. That being said, you smell brimstone and fire, as your own sort of. Yes.
No, brimstone and fire. Okay. Cool.
I realized I queue up the. Oh, I didn't ever queue it up. I'm drunk. I was gonna queue it up. I was like, this music has been going on for a while. Wait a minute, I'm in charge of the music.
It was nice and chill. It was fitting the kind of.
I was gonna put back the Shatterland travel music. I wasn't meant to stay on this whole time. I should.
Oh darn.
I was gonna change it after the break. That's what. I was gonna change it after.
Yeah,
the break.
I probably distracted you with the whole fucking.
Yeah, because you guys are talking about pooping yourself.
Oh my.
I was gonna go with the FLV change thing, but alright, go. I'll just eat shit.
No, don't do that. That's bad.
Probably some culture that's like, oh yes, it helps clean out your bowels or something.
No, maybe certain animals for Chinese traditional medicine.
Ta-da.
But yeah. So yeah, that's what's happening with you, Wise.
Well, that's gonna
And
fuck me
as
up a
I
bit, I
said,
can tell you
all
that
of
much.
All of you notice Wise sort of tweak.
Yeah.
Elbows Aminius. Gestures at Wise.
I'll just be like looking down at my hands, like sort of looking at everybody else, like sitting down,
Do
muttering,
you?
like.
Okay, right.
There's one other thing, but we'll get to that.
Alright.
Get that.
Okay, I'm not listening
Part
to
five.
anybody. Oh god, this is fine. Yeah, I'll just like mutter to myself, like, fuck. Not even looking at Tannum because that would be like hurting. So.
Yeah, it's like a bright light when you're hungover.
Yeah.
Just
Not
hurts.
even attempting.
She's dodging your gaze.
Alright, the fick's going on.
Seconded. I feel like a point at Sandra was that.
Yeah, usually you're pretty bright and perky, and right now you look like you are fearing for your life.
Varric does come over to you, Wise. He doesn't hurt.
What, sorry?
He doesn't hurt as much. It
Oh,
sort of
as
still
much.
feels a bit. Yeah, it still sort of does, but nowhere near the thing.
Alright, I'm just gonna be like, pull my arm away, be like, no, get away.
It
get away,
only
get away.
like for Varric, it only hurts when he actually like comes to the. And it feels
Oh, physical contact.
like a branding iron.